I welcome you to this first program on Talking with Animals between Veggie Malta and MSPCA. A short introduction, Veggie Malta and MSPCA have done this joint initiative because obviously on one part we have Veggie Malta, and many people who choose the vegetarian lifestyle are individuals who have a great appreciation and the love for animals and choose because they do not believe in cruelty to animals and they love animals alive. On the other hand, we have MSPCA, which is one of Malta's long-standing animal charities, and as the name it includes care for animals.
For animals, all animals.
All animals. Together with me, I have Chris Patch, who is the outreach manager. But another slight point as well is we will be doing these programs in English because we have considered that there are many animal programs in Maltese, all of which we actively support and we endorse. But obviously we believe there should be something in English also for the non-local community who also needs to know what's happening in the animal world in the island. Today's program is being done in the MSPCA charity shop, the new one in Mosta on Constitution Street, right? Just in front of Iceland. We can see it just across the road.
Right. If any of you are still doing the last bits of Christmas shopping,
there's stuff here
have
to
some
buy.
lovely stock in here.
We actually have a Christmas tree next to us.
Exactly.
But let's talk about today's program. Yes. I know today's topic, Chris, you hinted the famous Dogs Trust message, a dog is for life and not just for Christmas, correct?
Yes.
But you want to take this with a new twist?
Yes, I thought it would be a good topic because it's Christmas time. Some people might still be thinking that animals are a good thing to put in a surprise jack-in-a-box. We don't agree.
You should never find a dog or a cat under the tree.
Exactly. The saying "a dog is for life, not just for Christmas" was always meant to mean basically when you're giving an animal as a gift, you're giving this person a whole list of new responsibilities that they never asked for and were not prepared for, and the one that gets to suffer in that circumstance is the animal. Last but not least, because sometimes, most of the time actually, they end up being given away, sometimes to a charity, sometimes to people that maybe won't care for them.
A pet should not be given as a surprise.
A pet is not something you find on a shelf, and it shouldn't be given in the same way.
A pet is not a mug.
Exactly.
It's alive.
Exactly.
If you leave this on the table for a whole week, it's not going to say anything.
Yes, exactly. So we've come up with a different way to say a dog is for life. We say a dog is for life. Get a collar for Christmas.
Okay. So tell me more. What do you mean by that?
Okay. So we understand that sometimes you want to surprise your kids. They've been good this year, and you want to symbolically show them that they've been good, and you want to do something good for them, and you want to give them a pet. Or a friend of yours has been saying that they've wanted a pet for so long and you want to help them out. Or your partner or your spouse has always wanted an animal and now you finally come round to agreeing to it. Instead of giving an animal, we want you to do something different this time. So I call it Dog is for Life, get a collar for Christmas. So the idea is that instead of getting the animal itself, you get your friend or your family member the stuff they need to look after that animal. In the case of a dog, you get a collar, a leash, you can wrap them up, put them in wrapping paper. Of course, it's important you also get them a poo bag, dispenser. We want Malta to stay clean. And you might want to get them a book related to the animal they want, so they can read it before they can get the sentiment.
You've chosen a very particular...
well, I just picked one from the shelves from here. We have many books as well about animals. So you can put those in a wrapper underneath the Christmas tree. And on Christmas Day, your friend or your family member has something to unwrap. You won't be putting an animal at risk. And the advantage of this, if your friend decides it's too much responsibility or they want a different kind of pet, it's easier and more humane to return a collar and a leash to the store
100%.
than it is to take an animal to the shop.
But what's with the book?
The book, I don't know how well it works. I haven't found anyone that's tried it yet, but my idea is that if your friend doesn't finish the book, ideally he should get a pet.
Because if he doesn't have, or she doesn't have the patience to read the whole book.
Exactly, they'll probably lose interest in the animal by the time it's January.
Okay. So, what is the experience from MSPCA of animals coming back to homes after Christmas?
It's not just after Christmas. It happens all year round. Christmas is just another festive excuse sometimes for people to give pets to friends. Sometimes it's for birthdays, sometimes it's because, I had a puppy and I don't know what to do with it, so I'm going to find an excuse and give you a present. We don't see any particular time during the year that this happens more often than the rest, because to be honest, it happens all year round. So we want to reduce this. This idea doesn't just apply for Christmas, it applies for any other time of the year. We want to appeal to people though, generally not just when you're giving when you associating pets with presents, that you should be careful. The choice of taking in a pet should be, I always think of it as like looking for your one, the one. You don't go around taking home every girl or every boy you meet and hoping you're going to spend the rest of your life with everyone you meet. You're a bit more selective with that, and since the aim is to spend the rest of their life with you, ideally you should be just as selective and choosy and make sure that you've ticked all the boxes.
And I think we should be also mention, this unfortunate trend of now not only people want dogs and cats, but they want a whole variety of different animals. Some animals which aren't as domesticated as cats and dogs, which have been with us for hundreds and thousands of years.
Cats a bit less. Kind of out there.
Yes, but if we talk about skunks, if we talk about all different animals which are basically have normally shy away from human rather than want to be with humans.
There's a lot that goes on behind the scenes when people manage to keep these animals as pets, because I don't think a lot of people understand. There is a very limited time when an animal is born when you can socialize it to humans. Okay, for an animal to tolerate being a pet, you have to take it away from the parents and introduce it, put it in the care of humans, in that very short time, which means very often they don't get to spend enough time with their parents, which we have a problem with. We think that animals should get to spend most of the time they need with the parents, because they learn the valuable skills they need later on as animals.
And the dog has been in contact with humans for thousands of years. They have
been domesticated, selectively bred.
Yes. So
you don't find this in nature, that's for sure.
So let's final. So your message today for Christmas is.
My message today for Christmas, my last appeal of the year for more sponsoring. One other idea that you can use to give your friends a present. The MSPCA has a sponsorship option on our website. You can go directly to www.maltaspca.org. Follow the link to the sponsor page. If you go down to the bottom, there is a whole list of options of items you can sponsor, or you can sponsor the animals. You will get immediately a certificate in your email. You print it out, you put your friend's name on it, and you put it in their Christmas card or birthday card.
And it's a nice corporate present as well. If you want to give to your clients or whatever.
Exactly.
Finally, again, before you adopt, think. And if you have to adopt
for Christmas.
And if you have to adopt, there are a number of dogs and cats and sanctuaries and in homes like MSPCA, which are looking for a home. In fact, just now we will, in the last 1 to 2 minutes, you'll see a couple of dogs which are currently at MSPCA. But from our end, happy Christmas.
Happy Christmas.
And see you next week.
See you next week.